What's up, world? Got back a couple of weeks from Calais, France. I was embedded with a volunteer group from the grassroots organization Family on a Mission. It's an organization that's based in Amsterdam, of Sebastian, Wendy, and their daughter Luna. They went on a first mission where they just collected goods from family and friends. It just ballooned, and they had so many goods that they needed a depot to store these goods, and planned a second mission where they took other members of the community with them to help them distribute these goods in Calais. The jungle needs to be seen as a mobile commons. I've learned this term from Dr. Jane Anif-Winigwe, who is an anthropology professor at Duke University. Another term that she has introduced to me is clandestine migrant. I read her work, her latest publication, before I went to the jungle, and I see a lot of correlations between her work and what I actually saw. One of the incidents that I was able to document was on, I believe it was a Friday morning, that approximately 100 clandestine migrants had rushed the Eurotunnel. Due to security measures, the tunnel was closed, which caused for a traffic jam. During this traffic jam, clandestine migrants began opening the back of trucks and helping each other hide between the goods to then go through the border control and get on the train or get into the Eurotunnel to make their way to England. So I wanted to share this footage with you, and so you can get an inside look to what the situation is in Calais. Nanda, Lara, Dan, and I tried our best to get as close to the tunnel as possible.
Traffic, man.
We reached a trucking staging area where we saw that a long traffic jam had formed. After parking the car, we began walking. It didn't take long for us to find what we were looking for: a sign of life.
Prikkeldraad misschien, hè? Jezus. Traangas.
Het kan wel een plek zijn waar ze de hek proberen over te gaan. Er ligt een slaapzak daar.
Dus ja, met het trappetje.
Trucks were moving along slowly while being followed by clandestine migrants. A clandestine migrant is a person who attempts to enter a country undetected and without a proper visa. Over the years, thousands of migrants have been entering Fortress Europe this way. During this journey, some wind up in the jungle. The jungle is a mobile commons, a queue where migrants go before heading further into Europe. As Dr. Ifwinigwe explains, the migrants help each other to achieve their common goal. In this case, that's reaching England.
In the commons literature, what I noticed was that there wasn't really much of a space other than this piece on the mobile commons for talking about the commoning strategies of migrants. And there was also this assumption that something happens when we move, that we leave our past behind us. And what I was also trying to suggest was this idea that this idea of the collective or the commons that we're learning about here in the West is so much a part and parcel of non-Western cultures that they don't even have to think about acting collectively.
After witnessing this, we spoke with one of the truck drivers.
And what do you think of what's happening here?
I think it's a sad state of affairs. I mean, I don't know, it's out of control. It's just, I really feel bad for these people. I just don't know. It's difficult, man. It's half a dozen women, and you know, I don't know. It's really sad. It makes me sad, you know, because like these people are so desperate they're willing to risk their lives just to get to the UK, but they've got to have some sort of control over it. Otherwise, it's going to spiral out of control, and it's going to be, well, someone killed. I mean, since I do this regularly, and I've seen already heard of like so many, like 20 odd refugees out here just from other people being killed on the motorway.
Being killed?
Yeah, I heard African guys got run over on the motorway. This was like last year, like a year ago or so. On this motorway that goes along to Belgium. They just walk. I don't know if they're just not used to the roads.
The French and British governments have invested millions of euros in fences to help keep the so-called other out.
Of Hungary or Calais or Ceuta, Melilla, wherever you see these fences, it's for containment purposes. It's to keep those others out.
During our time by the truck queuing area, police officers were keeping a visual eye, but never interfered.
I've heard stories, and like, I don't think the French are really helping the situation. You know, the gendarmerie or whatever it is. But I just think maybe they can probably be a little heavy-handed. I think they just get them, rough them up, take them back.
That's the regular story.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Did you? You said you had something to give away?
Yeah, I got some. I just had some drinks left from the Congress, so I want to give some juice in it. That's extra.
That's so kind.
It's okay. I wish I could.
Thank you so much.
Water there too.
In the West, we often lose sight of reality. Not everyone has access to this abundance of food. Truck drivers didn't seem frightened, but did step out to make one last check. The clear tale of two worlds, the haves and the have-nots. I know the footage that you just saw seems unbelievable, but it's real. And these events are occurring every day. The camp was at a population of 4,000 when we got there. Now it has ballooned to 6,000, and it continues to grow. The conditions that the people are living in the camp are inhumane. They're living in tents. It's getting cold now in Europe. Winter's coming. I don't know how a majority of the camp is going to be able to survive through a winter, especially if it's going to start freezing and it's going to start snowing. There's different goods that I've collected for contacts that I made in the camp and who had given me a list. I promised them that I would bring these goods to them. I am now asking the community, you, the viewer, to make a donation. I've placed my account information at the top in the comments, so you can just look there for the IBAN number, the name on the bank account, and whatever you can spare. If it's €5, €10, whatever it is, just please donate so I can make this trip back to Calais, bring the group that I've in contact with these goods so that they're able to make it through the winter. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to be bringing out more footage. Thank you.